Any of you guys have open trades right at the moment on any pairs? Oh my god, this one looking good. This one is looking very good. Uh, yeah, actually, what I remember about this trade, about this structure, that some of the guys on the Forex group published an idea about AB equals CD, but it was a bit early to look at it. I'm gonna show you what was the main idea and what I wanted to happen before I enter this one. So if you look at the daily here, we have we are retesting this 200 daily MA, which MA that we should looking at when we're looking at the daily. I usually look at the 100 and 200 because if price is above them, that means that we will keep going up, and if the prices are under those, that means that we keep going down. And of course, let's not forget to look at the structure. As I always say, the structures for me is the main thing to look at. If you don't know how to read structure, you should do that. You should work on that. Find someone to teach you. Read some books. But the structure for me is everything before support and resistance, before AB equals CD, before head and shoulders, and all the stuff you heard about. And that's before I keep going with this pair, I just want to mention this. Many people having some discussions about support resistance is a BS, bullshit, don't work. And some other guys come and say, and Elliott Wave don't work, and you got another guys that say the only thing you can trade is harmonics pattern, they are the best. You know what, guys, in my view, in my opinion, you have to start with the basic things. You have to lean to read structure, at least some knowledge about how the trends works and what is a structure, about the higher highs, how higher lows, and stuff like that, because they are the main things that in the chart. So you can have how many pin bars you want, you can have how many AB equals CD you want. They will not work every time if you don't use them near a high value structure level. So please do yourself a favor. If you have a little bit of knowledge about structure, you have to put on that much more and work much more on that, because as you see here, I can give you an example. We've talk talk always about rejection and pin bars, and there's many people that trade pin bars. As you see, this pin bars, this is a daily pin bar here. This one here, yeah. Don't you think this is a clear pin bar, guys? Can you give me an answer for that? Is that a pin bar? And is it a bearish pin bar? That means the price gonna go to the downside or the upside? Can you give me a fast answer on that? So yeah, this one here. Is this a bearish or bullish pin bar? And did it work as it should do? Anyone? Come on, guys, I know you know this. Don't be shy. Let's make this video a little bit of discussion and not just only me talking, because I think that's very, very boring. Yeah, Robin, it signals price reversal and bearish. That's right. But what happened next? Did price go down? It didn't work, and it shouldn't work, because there was nothing to look at there. If you look left, it was an empty area, nothing. But this one did the job. This one did work, and at that time you maybe had a rejection of 100 MA or a rejection of 200 MA, just not a pin bar in an empty area, yeah. And if you look left, when we had this pin bar, we had this structure here. You should always look left and see what's going on. Okay, as you see here, we had this support level that should be now a resistance, and when we got that daily pin bar that should mean reversal, then you can count on this bar maybe to work. But just having a pin bar somewhere in the chart do not mean that price gonna reverse or shooting star or whatever or engulfing. So the main thing you have to look at is the structure, and that's why many of you look at me like I'm a crazy guy when I say, yeah, we have an AB equals CD in this area, and that will make price reverse at this level. And I usually get some comments as, are you crazy? Price is heading up or down in very good momentum. Why it should respect that AB equals CD you're talking about? Well, actually, it's not the only reason you enter. Just you got that equal measured move that you can call harmonic pattern, AB equals CD. But the main reason that AB equal BC is complete, AB equals CD, sorry, is completed at a major structure, at a support or resistance level, and that what make me take the trade, not only the pattern itself. Okay, so I hope it's clear now what I mean about structure, and I will be showing you here why I draw those lines here. We had this low here, price went up, we couldn't make a higher high higher than this. Was a crazy one down. So for now the trend was still down. We got this equal low here when price went back down. Then we got this another lower low. That means the trend from here to here is down. Okay, no one can say something else about that. But then this was our last low, and price went and broke. When price started to go up from here, we broke this high, we also broke this high, and we got rejected from this level here. So for now, short term, the downtrend, this downtrend here, this trend line is broken, and this major downtrend, we can say that the trend is broken for now, because we have our first higher high, we have our first higher low, and I will be looking for more from here. So what we have on this one, if we go back and say why I'm interested at the moment, we've been talking about an AB equals CD situation, as I said before, and let's get this Fibonacci retracement from this low. This low here, maybe this spin bar was in use, so we maybe can take the swing from those lows here and see what we have here. So what we may have here is this situation here. This is our first leg. And this is our second leg here. So these are equal moves. This one, this leg, and this leg. Okay. So I would be happy to see a little bit more down here to really test the 0.618, and if price get back up to this level, I'm gonna be looking for short. Just because I'm seeing the AB equals CD possibility, that don't mean that we're gonna get it. And another thing we have to do is to take this Fibonacci extension from the low from A to B and back down to A, and you see that the completion going to be at 1.414 Fibonacci extension. That comes in the same area where we have our resistance, and that's why I will be interested to short this time, because we have both the AB equals CD completion if it happens, and that's still if it happens. Just because I think it may happen, that don't mean we're gonna get it. So let's be very clear about that. Many traders they see a pattern that possibly will happen and start looking at it as if it will happen, and that's they think it's gonna happen for sure. So we have some troubles on the way. Let's talk about them. What can make us think that this bounce up gonna happen is this area here. You see this structure here. Price went down here and did it many tests. It couldn't break it. And if we look back, sorry, if we look left, as you see, we have another structure here and another structure here. So the level is valid to look at for a bounce from here, from this area, and we are getting some rejection already, as you see with this spin bar right now. If we go down to the 1 hour, you see this very strong rejection from here. Price is we are getting an engulfing candle, and the price is going crazy now. So that's a very strong rejection, and it is a very strong signal that we may at least retest those highs here, and if we break this level here, this structure, another structure, we have a high here that have to be broken before we start thinking about the AB equals CD completion. Okay, so what we may, my screen is getting crazy. We may see a break, retest, and another move up. Maybe an AB equals CD in this leg also. AB correction and CD up, and it may complete here. And if you're gonna long this one, take profit should be the first one at this level, and if it got broken, you put your stop loss to break even and let it run all the way up here Your second take profit should be here in this area if we get there, and expect a reversal at least 0.38 Fibonacci correction from the CD leg. So you take it from this down, this low to this high, and your target take profit target should be at this area, because it may keep going up and break this level also. Okay, are we clear on this one, Mr. Chris? Robin, news impact. I actually don't give a lots of attention about that. The only thing I want to know if when the big news are coming, to try to not be in taking a trade when news will be released. Many times show that when the news comes, they only confirm the way that the chart was meant to go, and they keep going, in my opinion. So that's why what I think, and I just want to know more as today. I want to know which time big events happens, as you see here, and try to avoid the pairs that may have something to do with those news, because as I said before, many times it looks like what I thought gonna happen because of the technicals. What happens that the news comes and just confirm it. Okay, good, Chris. Thank you. Good. Do you like it?